Hey everybody, Logan here. Today I decided to do something a little different because I picked up an anniversary controller finally from the PS4 era, and I decided to say, hey, since these just came out the 30th anniversary, I just picked up the 20th anniversary finally, I decided to go back and take a look at the anniversary controllers, if you will, from the PS4 and the PS5 era. Why? Because, well, and why do I use air quotes? Because some people say those aren't really anniversary, but they are milestone in the PlayStation life cycle or lifetime, whatever you want to call it. So this one is the 500 millionth. This is the special days of play. I'm not sure where this fell in line in terms of the anniversaries, but this was the all blue one that came with the Days of Play blue and gold console. I just thought this was really nice, and it just felt like something that would go in there because, well, it marked their Days of Play, and after so many years of finally doing a Days of Play, they threw out a console. So that's why I guess I decided to throw it in there. Plus, it's really nice. It's the only one that really, sticks out more than the other. It's funny how the non-anniversary ones, milestone, whatever you want to call them, are blue, and the other ones are gray. So let's take a look at the 500 million one. The 500 million one was that clear dark blue, and everything was, well, blue and bronze, or slash, some people call it gold, but that's a bronze color palette for those accents, but there's only 3 places that use that. Otherwise, you got the translucent, really dark deep blue, and then you have the dark navy blue for the buttons and the back, and a black touchpad. Now the touchpad is no different than your standard PlayStation 4 DualShock controller, where this one they decided to do the triangle, circle, X, square, and gold print on the touchpad. So, but here you do have the different color buttons. Now, the reason I decided to do this video was mainly because of this controller. I'd been looking forward to getting this one for years, and I was stupid. Back when it came out, I bought it, and then one time, I think I'd gone through my second or third PS4, and I was like, I'm done, because I had a lot of problems with my PS4s, just like my PS3. I don't know why I didn't learn. But I went through about 4 different PlayStation 4s before I gave up on PS4. I just had a lot of hardware failure. And this was one of the controllers I had bought. And then once I had sold off my PS4 and said, okay, I'm done, I sold this off with it. And I regret it. I really do regret it. But now I found one the other day. It's not in mint perfect condition. It's loved. We'll say it's loved. It's got a few issues, but it works perfectly. If you look at it, there's just going to be a couple discolorations, a few nicks here and there. I did clean it down after I got it, even though it was already clean from the store. But this is a beautiful retro styled controller in the vein of the original PlayStation 1 DualShock. If you guys remember the original DualShock, the original PlayStation 1 didn't have sticks, but that's a story for another video. Now, I really like the colorway of the original ones because no one uses gray anymore. Everything's black or white. So boring. The grays were amazing. Now, it's funny that you look back at this gray. This gray feels more like the original PlayStation 1 gray than, well, the new DualSenses. Now, I did a full unboxing covering both of these. This is the DualSense Edge. It's pretty much the same in terms of colorway as this, but the big difference is one's a PS4, one's a PS5. They have their own takes on the original PlayStation DualShock. Now, which one do I like better? Yeah, come on, the DualSense. But this is a very beautiful controller. I just like the design of it. And then once this came out, I was like, you know what? I had to get this. This is that beautiful gray, but these controllers are built a lot better than the PlayStation 4 ones. PlayStation 4 controllers are known to be very weak, we'll put it that way. Depending on how hard you game, you could hear them crack, and I'm not going to do it with this one. I kind of did just a little bit, but you can move it this way. They're very weak built controllers. They're not up to Sony's previous standards, and then with the DualSense, well, they brought that standard back, being probably the best controller on the market in terms of features all around for an entry-level controller. Yeah, people will say, oh, but it doesn't have Hall Effect sticks. No, when it was designed, it wasn't the standard. Hall Effect is pretty much the standard now, and we're going to see that. I'd put money on it that we're going to see it coming to PlayStation 6. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't put it in the new DualSense, but this is the new DualSense in the same vein, with all the same gray colors, and it is a gorgeous controller. It does have a couple different grays. So this, the rubberized grip, is a little lighter gray than this, and if you compare it with this, none of the grays are the same. None. It's all just grays of grays of grays. How many different grays? I don't know, a ton. But this is another beautiful controller. These are all hard to get now. They're just, if you didn't get them when they were doing the PlayStation 30th anniversary sale back in September, whatever it was, they're extremely hard to come by. Now you can still find, from my understanding, they are doing drops for the 30th anniversary Slim. That's not limited, and you'll be able to get one of these controllers with that. But going back to these, this one was only with the console, so you had to buy that Days of Play console. This one came with a console, but also was sold separately. That's how I have this one. I bought this separately. I kept this one. I don't know why I decided to keep this one over this one. I had this one in the box. I don't understand. I don't know what my rhyme or reason was. I know I had this in storage in my closet. Maybe that's why, because I wasn't using it. Maybe that's why I forgot about it. But I've had this since it came out, and yeah, it was on display in my wife's office for a while. But once she decided to reorganize, I took it back and put it on display in my game room. So my wife's a big PlayStation fan. She loves the PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch. Those are her favorites, as well as the 3DS. So that's were her favorites. But she loves the PlayStation 4. Even though she has a 5, she still has the largest PlayStation 4 collection. So that's why I kind of don't feel bad about missing out, per se, on the PS4 era. I was mainly an Xbox One guy. But yeah, we have all those games, and I can go back and, like I said, my wife has, I think, around 400 to 500 physical PS4 games. And it's not that big of a deal. And I played a lot of those on another console. So, you know, c'est la vie, such is life, right? But I just thought I decided to give you a little backstory, tell you a little bit about my history with these controllers, why I bought these controllers, and just show you some of the different ones that are out there that mark milestones or anniversaries or whatnot in the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Now, I went and looked about some PS3. I don't remember any PS3 ones. Maybe I have to do some more digging. There weren't any for the PS2, of course, because it was still very new. And I think the PS4 era, because the 20th anniversary is when they really started doing anything. And yeah, I guess that's how it is. I'll be interested to see whatever the 40th anniversary is. Wow, I'm going to be old. Holy moly. I don't even want to think about it. I'm going to be in my 50s when that rolls around. Be 50, 51? Ouch. Oh, no, yeah, I'll be 50. Wow. I'm old. If you guys haven't noticed, I just turned 41. So, I'm old. I'm an old fart. Old geezer, right? Okay, gone on long enough. Thank you guys so much. If you're still here and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. I appreciate you watching this little video, this just me talking about these 5 different controllers. I just thought it was fun. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.